Hey everyone, today we are going to learn some sums in application of trigonometry, that is heights and distances. It's a very important chapter, and usually you will get two right triangles in some sum. Normally one will be very simple, no? So I have taken that and I have categorized it into few models. So first let us see model 1. The shadow of a vertical tower on level ground increases by 10 meters when the altitude of the sun changes from angle of elevation 45 degrees to 30 degrees. Find the height of the tower. So this sum, you have a tower. Okay. So let us draw the figure here. This is the tower. I will call this as AB. And here you are supposed to have the sun, right? Now, the altitude of the sun changes from angle of elevation 45 to 30. So the angle of elevation decreases. That means, first supposing you are at this place and the angle of elevation is 45. If it decreases, that means you are going this side, that is away. Okay. So now let us take the second point to be this one. So here the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Drawing the figure, understanding the sum, that is very important. Okay. So here, this is the tower. We don't know the height. Let me take it as h meter. Now, the altitude of the sun changes from the angle of elevation 45 to 30. So first place of observation, there the angle of elevation is 45. Then next is 30. That means you are moving away there. And the distance increases by 10 meters. So this part, that is the CD, is given to be 10 meters. Is it clear? Now, let us take this BZ to be X meter. Now in this sum, you have two right triangles, ABC as well as ABD. And you have two unknowns, H and X. And the angles are usually only 30, 45, 60. So all those ratios you know, that is sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, everything. So using that, we are going to solve this sum. So first for this kind of sums, you have to write some description of what is given. That is, you are drawing the figure. You have to explain the figure. So now let us write AB is the tower. Okay, AB is tower and AB is equal to H meter. Right? Then C and D are two places of observation. There only that angle of elevation changes. Okay. So let us write angle ACB is equal to 45. Angle ADB is equal to 30. Okay. Now let BC is equal to X meter. So these are all the things you have to write first. Because it is up to you. You can take any letter, no? So that you write it. Now, in right triangle ABC, H, X are the two things. Don't bother about the hypotenuse. So you know H by X, that is equal to tan 45, which you know it is 1. So from this you get H is equal to X or X is equal to H. You keep it as 1. You get some information, some relationship between H and X. Now let us consider the other one. In right triangle ABD, now H by X plus 10, because BD is X plus 10, that will be equal to tan 30 degrees, that is 1 by root 3. Okay. Now, we want to find H, that is our height of the tower. So I want to substitute this x in terms of h. So now you know already x is equal to h. So I will write h by h plus 10 is equal to 1 by 1. Correct? So it is now easy because we have got only one variable, one unknown. We will solve it. Let us cross multiply. Root 3h is equal to h plus 10. Bring that h also this side. Minus h is equal to 10. Or h into root 3 minus 1 is equal to 10. Okay. So now h will be equal to 10 by root 3 minus 1. Whenever you get in the denominator, like root 3, root 2, like that, you rationalize the denominator. So now, into root 3 plus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So now the denominator will be like a minus b into a plus b. So a squared minus b squared. So you will get h is equal to 10 into root 3 plus 1 by, this is 3 minus 1, so 2 you will get. You can cut it or multiplying with 10 is easier, then you can divide by 2. Anyway, you can do. Now, they have given root 3 is 1.73. In some sums, they will give 1.732. Some sums, they will give 1.732. So, whatever they give, you can use it. Okay. So, now, this is 1.73 plus 1. So, 2.73. 10 into 2.73 divided by 2. So, it is 27.312, right? So you will get 13.65 meter. Then write it in words. Height of the tower is equal to 13.65 meter. So I hope this is clear. First, read the sum, understand it, draw the figure. That is important. Definitely, you will be getting sums involving two right triangles. So, if you take it, automatically you will know how to solve it. Okay? Shall we move on to the next one now? This sum is of the same first model, model 1 only. But I just want to explain to you the difference between both, and I will draw the figure and help you, but you are going to do it yourself. Okay? First, let me read the sum. An aeroplane flying at an altitude of 1200 meters finds that two ships are sailing towards it in the same direction. Okay? That is important. The angles of depression of the ships as observed from the plane are 60 degrees and 30 degrees respectively. Find the distance between the ships. Actually, both the sums, the two things, the two objects, maybe a person, maybe a ship or whatever it is, are in the same direction. That is what I call it as model 1. Okay. Now, as you read the figure, as you read the sum, you should be able to draw the figure yourself. You better pause the video, you draw it, then check it with mine. So that practice you will get, because that is a very important part of these sums. Okay. So now here there is an aeroplane flying at an altitude of 1200 meters. So now this this is the plane here and AB. Okay. Now here it is angle of depression. Angle of depression, always you should have a line of sight and then only draw, because that mistake you shouldn't make. So here from the plane you are observing. So this is my line of sight. Okay. Now two ships are there in the same direction. So maybe one is here and one is here, like this. Okay. Let us mark the ships C and D. Now from here you are seeing this ship. From here you are seeing the ship. The angles of depression are 60 degrees and 30 degrees. So that this one should be 30 and that one should be 60. Do you follow how to mark the angle of depression? Okay. Now Let me just call it as subject. Angle XAD and angle ADB will be alternate angles. So this part will be 30 degrees and this will be 60 degrees. Always remember, as and when you go near, the angle of elevation will increase. As and when you go away, it will decrease. Remember that concept. So here it is 30, this is 60. They have given this is 1200 meters. Okay, the plane is flying at a height of at an altitude of 1200 meters. What is asked now in this sum? They have given the height, and you have to find the distance between the two ships. That is, you have to find what is CD, right? Now, since you want to find it, let me mark this. That is the CD as some x meter. Let me mark this distance as some y meter. So here the two unknowns are x and y. You have two right triangles here also. So now I think this explanation is enough. Now you consider triangle ABC as well as triangle ABD, and then you solve. You get what is x. Okay? If you can't get it, if you have any difficulty, please write it in the comment section. Then I will help you. But surely I hope you will be able to do. So this is the first model what I have been telling. That is two ships here are approaching in the same direction. In the previous sum, the angles of observation are in the same direction. So this is the model 1. Now let us go on to model 2, where the two ships or the two persons will be in opposite directions. Let us call it as model 2 and let us do a sum. Okay. Model 2. Two boats approach a lighthouse in mid-sea from opposite directions. The angles of elevation of the top of the lighthouse from the two boats are 30 degrees and 45 degrees respectively. If the distance between the two boats is 100 meters, find the height of the lighthouse. Here they are in opposite direction. That is the difference in this model. So now let us first draw the lighthouse. Okay, this is the lighthouse. Now on two sides you have two ships or two boats approaching it. So now C and D are the two boats approaching the lighthouse. It is given the distance between the two boats, that is this CD, to be 100 meters. The angles of elevation are 30 degrees and 45 degrees. You can mark here 30, here 45, and here 45, there 30. That doesn't make any difference at all. Okay? So the longer side, this side is marked 30 and this side is marked 45. I don't know this AB. I will put it as H. That is what I want to find out. Now the total is 100. I will take this part as X. So this becomes 100 minus X. Is the figure clear? So this is what you should know after you read the sum. Now, as usual, you will get two right triangles, two unknowns. That's all. So now, let us you describe all these things I have already told you. You just write no. AB is the lighthouse. AB is equal to H meter. C and D are the two boats approaching it in opposite directions. You write that angle ACB, angle ADB, right? Then you write let BC is equal to x meter. So BD is 100 minus x meter. So I hope you can write all these steps. Definitely these are must. Now, I am just doing the main working. In right triangle ABC, H by x, that is equal to tan 45. That is equal to 1. Okay. So you get H is equal to x. Now you consider the other triangle. In right triangle ABD, h by 100 minus x, that is equal to tan 30, which is 1 by root 3. Now what do we want? We want h. So the x I will replace by h. So always what you want to find out, you retain that letter. So you will get h by 100 minus h, that is equal to 1 by root 3. From 1 you are writing this. Now cross multiply. So you will get root 3h is equal to 100 minus h. Bring the h here. Root 3h plus h is equal to 100, or h is equal to h into root 3 plus 1 is 100. H is 100 by root 3 plus 1. Already I told you, you have to rationalize the denominator. So into root 3 plus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So down you will get, sorry, you have to do root 3 minus 1, root 3 minus 1. The denominator will be always in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So you will get a whole number. So 3 minus 1, you will get 2 here. And here you have got 100 into root 3 minus 1. In this sum, they have not given the value of root 3. It is up to you. You can take 1.73 or 1.732. 1.73 is enough because two decimals are there. So I take 1.73 minus 1. So I will get here 100 into 0.73 by 2, or that will be 73 by 2, right? So you will get 36.5 meter. So the height of the lighthouse is equal to 36.5 meter. Is this clear? Now I will give you another sum for you to try in this model so that you will be clear about each model. Okay, now I will give you that sum. This is the sum you are going to try. Two men on either side of a cliff, 80-meter high, observes the angles of elevation of the top of the cliff to be 30 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. Find the distance between them. Here on either side, that means in opposite direction. Okay, a cliff, the height is given here and you want to find the distance. In the previous sum, the distance was given and you found the height. Here the height is given to be 80 meters. You want to find the distance between them. Here the two men, no, whichever side you can take 30 degrees or 60 degrees, that doesn't matter. Usually in that opposite side sums, wherever you take it, there will not be any problem. You will get the same answer. So this sum, I think you will definitely try and you will get it. So I will move on to the model 3. Okay. Model 3. From the top of a building, 60-meter high, the angles of depression of the top and bottom of a tower are observed to be 30 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. Find the height of the tower. In this model, there are two things. One is a building, the other one is a tower. You should know after reading the sum which is taller and which is shorter. Then only your figure will be correct. Here, you are observing from the top of your building, right? You are observing the top and bottom of the tower at an angle of depression. That means the building is taller than the tower. Is it clear to you? Because the top of the tower also you are viewing at an angle of depression. So the building is taller, the tower will be shorter. That is very important for you to understand first. So now you have to draw right now. Now let this be the building AB. This is the ground level. Okay. You are having a tower. I told you already it is shorter. So let this be C. So now AB is the building, right? This is the building. And this is the tower. I know the tower is shorter. So I have drawn like this. Now I am here. That is observing from the top of the building. So let us have that line of sight here. This you are observing at an angle of depression of 30 degrees. Here the order is important. The top will be 30, the bottom will be 60. Okay. And here this total thing will be. Is the figure clear? Now, from C, you draw a line like this, a perpendicular line like this. Let this be some E. Then only I will get one right triangle and two right triangles I will be getting. Now, since this is 30, this will be the alternate angle and that will become 30 degrees. The whole angle is 60 and this is the alternate angle. So, this will be 60. Is it clear? Now, what else is given? This total height, you know, that is 60 meter. That is that AB is 60 meter. You want to find out the height of the tower. Okay. Either you can take that as x or this as x, whatever it is. So I am taking this as x. So this part will become 60 minus x. So this is also 60 minus x. So what I need is the height of the tower, which is 60 minus x meter. I have taken x here because to solve this triangle will be easy for me. But it doesn't matter. You can take this as x and that as 60 minus x. That also you can take. So now is the figure clear to everyone? Okay. Now let me, so you write all these explanations I have already told you. Now you write in right triangle ACE, AE by EC, that will be tan 30 degrees, that is equal to 1 by root 3, correct? AE by EC, that will be tan 30, that is 1 by root 3. So AE is x, you don't know EC, that will be 1 by root 3. Let us keep it for a moment like this, because after I solve this, we will be able to do that. Okay. Now I am coming to the right triangle ABD, AB by BD, that is equal to tan 60, which is root 3, correct? Now, AB, I know it is 60 meter. So, 60 by BD, that is equal to root 3. So, you cross multiply. Root 3 BD is equal to 60. So, BD is equal to 60 by root 3 into root 3 by root 3. So, the denominator is 3. So, you will get 60 root 3 by 3 or you will get 20 root 3 meter. Which one? BD. When BD is 20 root 3, automatically EC will be equal. That is also 20 root 3, correct? So now, let us come to this one now. You know, x by, now EC is 20 root 3. That is equal to 1 by root 3. So now you cross multiply. Root 3x is equal to 20 root 3. Root 3 goes. So x is equal to 20 you get. Once you know x, what is 60 minus x? That will be 40 meter. So the height of the tower will be, the height of the tower, that will be 60 minus 20, that will be 40 meters. Is it clear? So once you understand what is your x, you can find 60 minus x and that gives the answer for height of the tower. Is this sum clear? So let me give another sum of the same model so that it will be clear to you. I will just explain the base and then you can do. Okay. From a window 15 meters high above the ground of a house in a street, the angles of elevation and depression of the top and foot of another house on the opposite side of the street are 30 degrees and 15 degrees, 45 degrees respectively. Find the height of the opposite house. Root 3 is equal to 1.732. Here, two things. One is a window in one house. The window is at a height of 15 meters. From there, you are looking the top and foot of another house on the opposite side. The top, you are looking at an angle of elevation. The foot, you are looking at an angle of depression. That means the opposite house is definitely taller one. Do you understand? So here it is like this. This is, here is the window. That is, this is 15 meters. Okay. Now there is another house here. I will call it CD. Now this is the line of sight. So this you are looking at an angle of elevation, that is the top of the house, and that is 30 degrees. You are looking at an angle of depression. This is angle 45 degrees. You are asked to find the height of the opposite house. Is it clear? So that is what you have to decide, which is taller, which is shorter, and how to mark the angle of elevation and angle of depression. So now I think it is simple. You already have no here here one triangle, and you can solve it. If this is 15, you know this is 15. So only this part, if you find, if you take this as x, 15 plus x, that will give you the height. I think this much clue is enough for you. So you can solve it yourself. Okay. So today we have seen three models. The first one is two things on the same side, two on the opposite side, second model. Third one, there will be either a tower and another one or two houses like that. And it may be angle of elevation or angle of depression. But in all these things, you can find something in common. You will get to two right triangles, two unknowns. You will solve it. Okay. Hope this is clear. Thanks for watching the video. You share it with your friends and your classmates. Thank you once again.